Hi, everybody. Dan Ullman, Mike Beer, the DRF.com Formulator Race of the Day for Thursday, August the 17th, race number 8 at Saratoga. Let's take a look at the field for the Union Avenue Stakes. We're going 6.5 furlongs for New York-bred filly and mare sprinters, and head on over to the Race of the Day event page on DRF.com. Download free Formulator past performances and handicap along with us as we take the field in post position order. And we begin with the morning line favorite, the number 1 Kazan, who was second in this race last year, is coming off a runner-up effort against open foes at this distance at Belmont. I thought all in all she had a good trip, tracking the pace by herself in third. She had a shot at it in the lane, and she came up just a bit short.
Yeah, listen, to me anyway, it's just a disappointing loss last time. I mean, it's the kind of field she's probably just supposed to beat. And as you point out, she had a pretty good trip in there, and just for some reason she just couldn't get it done in there. You know, I guess you don't want to hold the race back against her too much against By the Moon. Her last 2 starts apparently before that against By the Moon. But I don't know. I just feel like when I watch her run, she looks like maybe she's not the same horse this year.
Against New York breds, though, you can count on a good, solid effort from Kazan, who finished ahead of next out winner Summer House in that race last time out. Summer House came back to win for an $80,000 tag, winning with an 87 Beyer speed figure. She's always very late with her lead changes, but she does have good tactical speed, just at 9 to 5. And I think she'll go off close to that. I'd want someone else.
Yeah, I mean, you know, listen, if you think she can run her best race, her best race may very well just be too much for these horses right now. I don't know if I trust her to run it.
I would use her in multiple race wagers. I couldn't throw her out completely.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I didn't pick her in my top 3. As far as multis go, she's a tough horse to want to get knocked out by.
The defending champion of this race is the number 2 Hot City Girl. She won the Union Avenue over Kazan. She earned a 95 Beyer speed figure, co-best in her career. And since then, I think it's fair to say that Hot City Girl has gone a little bit off form. Yes, she won the Broadway Stakes 3 starts back. That didn't seem like a very strong field, and since then it looks like the wheels have come off. Yeah. Can you simply make the excuse that the last 2 losses are due to a wet track, and she's probably at her best on fast ground?
If she's the kind of horse that you want to be making excuses for, you certainly can do that. Her last 2 races were on wet tracks. I think she's sort of lost her form, and I sort of felt that way going all the way back to the beginning of last year. I know she won this race last year, but her races prior to that weren't very good. She got absolutely loose on the lead that day when she beat Kazan on a really slow pace, and I thought she took advantage. And after that, I don't know. I just don't like any of her races, and I could never take her in here.
I think the number 3 Absolutely has a shot in this race at a price. Last time out in the Shine again, she was in against Karina Mia. It was a graded stakes winner. She showed brief speed, and she tired badly. The last time she went second off the layoff, she was a winner in an open stakes race at Laurel in April. She has good tactical speed. I'm not going to hold that last race against her.
No, you can't. I mean, she just couldn't beat those kinds of horses. She's a better fit in this race. I still don't know if I feel like her best race is quite good enough. I think she's a good horse. I think she might be in a little tough here.
Frosty Margarita is the number 4 for trainer Rudy Rodriguez. She's done a lot of good things in her career, but she's only run once this year on July the 1st at Monmouth. It was not a good performance as the odds-on favorite. Yes, the runner-up came back to win, but only with a 69 Beyer against now winners of one other than company. I get the feeling that maybe she's one of these fillies that didn't come back.
Yeah, it's possible. I want to be a little more forgiving of her than you are, if only because she's going to be a pretty big price in this race. And to me anyway, if you're looking just to go for the, a crazy long shot who has a chance, I think maybe she's the horse. Just because I feel like she's a dirt sprinter who wants a fast track. And you have to sort of go all the way back to the beginning of last year to find her on a fast track dirt sprint, except for that last one where they went 5.5 at Monmouth. I just don't really, I wish she ran better last time, but I'm going to try not to hold that race against her. She's got races on the go back that could give her a chance in here.
I just wish she was more active.
I agree with that.
The first race off the long layoff came in July. Rudy went to Monmouth with her. To me, I just wonder if something went wrong over the winter and it took a long time back. You like the number 5, Clip the Coupon Annie. And while Clip the Coupon Annie runs well on wet tracks, that last race, the Dancing Renee, that's a wet track where they had to cancel the card after the Dancing Renee Stakes. That track was so wet. So I'm not going to hold that race against her. Pletcher has given her time to recover. And boy, I think she has it in her because she's only run 7 times. To run a Beyer in the low 90s, a race that could win this.
I agree. I think she could get to the right level to beat this field. And I'm with you. I can't hold that last race against her. Not only was that trek just an absolute mess, I mean, she went straight up in the air at the start and totally missed the break in that race. Then she had a chase and she got tired in there. I just don't care about that race. The race off a little bit of a left there, that distaff. I mean, she ran great in the distaff against Highway Star and Indulgent on a day when you wanted to be on the rail, and she chased outside all the way. I mean, you could easily make excuses for both of her losses.
Court Dancer, the number 6, lost her chances at the break in this race last year. She didn't break very well, and it really cost her. She's going out for Jason Service, and I really want to use her in multiple race wagers. I almost made her my top selection. She is just a hard hitter with a good amount of early speed, and as we see from the Timeform US pace projector, they plan on Court Dancer being in front early, and even if someone else decides to outfoot her to the lead, I think she works out a nice trip under Rosario sitting second. Last time out in the Regret, she broke from the rail, and Paco Lopez for a moment seemed intent on going to the lead. Got a little bit of squeezed back into the pocket, had to come around again, was drifting a bit in the stretch, but all in all, a good performance against legitimate open listed stakes company.
I agree with that. To me, she's a dangerous speed in this race. She's a fast horse, and when she's right, when she's really good, and I don't know if she's, maybe in her career best form or not, but when she's in her best form, she can go with these horses.
Plus, she's run well at Saratoga in the past. The number 7 is Wonderment. She won her last by 5 in that wet track Dancing Renee race. Thought she handled it very well. I went with Wonderment in this race, and I think a lot of folks are simply going to take the look that her 2 best Beyer speed figures have come on wet tracks. She was aided by the surface last time out. I think she's come back good this year. I liked her effort at Keeneland off the layoff against a pretty good optional claiming race. I'm not going to hold that critical eye against her. The further she goes, I don't like her. And by the way, Catherine the Wise is pretty good. And the last race was good. I don't think she's going to be as far back as the Timeform US pace projector has her, but I think she'll be running late and the price might be right. Best last Beyer, wet or dry.
Agree with everything you said about her. She's actually she's a pretty good horse, and I like the way she's come back to form this year.
I've always liked the 8 My 4 Chicks. She just never wins. 7 runner-up efforts from 19 lifetime starts. She is solid, but she needs to run faster, and pretty much ever since she ran 3rd in that race in her first start of 2016, the Beyers have just been light.
Yeah, I mean, she's a pretty cool horse, and she shows up and she runs every time. She's in a little tough in a race like this.
Pico Uno is the number 9, and she also ran into Catherine the Wise in that critical eye stakes, and Catherine the Wise just ran away and hid, and the runner-up Literata is not a bad horse at all. She won the stake earlier this week at Saratoga. The last 4 times Pico Uno has sprinted, she's won. She's getting a very valuable cutback in distance here, and a very cozy outside post position. You like her.
Yeah, all those things I think that you like about her. She really started to get better last summer around this time. As a matter of fact, she ran twice up here last year. She didn't win either time, but she ran really well both times. The first one had a really fast contested pace, and she went after it and just got tired in the stretch there. I don't know what happened in that August 19th race. She just got a ridiculous ride in that race. I put a line through it. She improved from there. Every race that she ran after that, she just kept getting better and better. And I'm just going to sort of give her a pass for the critical eye on a really wet track. They tried to get a mile out of her. They came back on 11 days to try that spot. I feel like they were just taking a shot in that race, and I like that Service has given her a little time since then.
She's got races fast enough to win this very easily, and she has a nice stalking gear. The 10 is She's Already. Formulator fact for a good trainer, Jimmy Ryerson. It's not a good formulator fact. Past 5 years, last out older winners on dirt off a little layoff, 4%, a 64-cent ROI. What She's Already has going for her is that she really seems to like the main track at Saratoga.
Yeah, listen, she's a pretty good horse. She started out her career like she was going to be really good. It never really happened for her, but she's still pretty good. She's just a little bit slow for this field.
Pick time for the feature race at Saratoga on Thursday, the Union Avenue Stakes. Mike, you are going with the 9 Pico Uno. She is 8-1 on the morning line or at Ortiz.
Yeah, we'll see. I just felt like maybe she would be a halfway decent price at a race that I thought was pretty wide open.
I'm hoping that the folks look at Wonderment, a complete 180-degree reversal from the way I'm looking at her, and that she's a wet track horse. I'm not sure that's the case. I think she's okay on fast going, and I do like her at this 6.5 furlong distance. I'll take Wonderment 716 for me in the $100,000 Union Avenue Stakes. If you are playing the Saratoga Thursday card from home and you sign up for DRF Bets, you will immediately access a $300 bonus, plus access a 10% win place takeout on 10 select tracks, including the Spa, all summer long. All you need to do is go to drf.com/take10 for all the details. Post time for the Union Avenue, 5:02 Eastern. Good luck.